banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the intergalactic space arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room for the review of Dragon Spirit, the new legend for Nintendo Entertainment System. Dragons shooting fire lasers, you can't go wrong. Let's begin with some storytelling. You'll all be quizzed after the show, so take notes. Here's what's going on. This is why you're fighting. Amru and Arisha married and had twins who were giant fans of Xevious and made this game featuring a blue dragon and explodey things. There you go. By the power of Xevious, I will slay thee. Give me blue dragon beyond blue dragon. You know what this game could use? More blue dragon. Nah, it actually has quite enough of that. It's got a lot of good things. I've always considered the original 1987 Dragon Spirit to be like Xevious with dragons, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that. From Namco, you fly around and shoot enemies while also bombing ground targets. Sound familiar? Yes. It's similar to Namco's Xevious, except with a whole lot of additional things added like weapon power-ups and kick-ass dragons. With the addition of some really badass music, Dragon Spirit is a chaotic game to say the least. There's a lot of things going on screen at once. And even though Dragon Spirit, the new legend, is supposed to be a sequel, I think, I would just consider it the NES version of Dragon Spirit, simplified to actually make it playable on the 8-bit NES, which it is. It's a great game. Not as good as the original, but if you watch one of the CGR reviews of Dragon Spirit, it's on the PlayStation 3, you'll see how chaotic that game is. Soothing music and 8-bit babes with green hair, what's not to like? How about a lava level? We've also got a forest level, desert level, and ice level. It's like Contra with dragons. Sort of, but actually not at all. The gameplay here is pretty standard for the genre. You're shooting airborne targets and bombing ground targets, all for points. It's a vertical scrolling arcade-style shooter. Keep an eye out for weapon power-ups, but be careful which ones you choose because you can easily go backwards. Weapons include super fire lasers, which is my favorite, and a traditional spread shot, because what dragon is complete without multiple heads and a spread shot? As well as a pile of gold and a great case of beer, like Golden Drock. At the end of each colorful level, you'll encounter some end bosses, most of which aren't terribly challenging except for the angry tree thing, which seems to give me trouble each time I play the game. And one thing I'm confused about is occasionally I'll get pictures of people during the cutscenes, other times they're grayed out. I have no idea why. Is that a glitch, or did I just do something different? I don't have the instructions, so I don't know. This is a 1990 release on the Nintendo Entertainment System, actually 1989 in Japan, and I think it's a pretty good-looking game for an 8-bit vertical scrolling shooter. And I'm assuming that you've probably heard by now, the music is pretty good too. Oh no, I've been blown up by the giant angry tree thing. When that happens, you get backed up to a checkpoint, kind of like R-Type, or, well, Xevious. Hooray! Yay! This forest was once peaceful, but now it's not, because peaceful forests make for boring video games. I've got a Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to send to Paul from Valley Stream, New York. Thank you very much for Dragon Spirit, the new legend which I'm happy to say is much better than Saved by the Bell, the new class. Dragon Spirit. I love the animation on the dragon. It looks really nice, and this level makes me feel like I'm playing Vanguard, which is also nice. Who doesn't like Vanguard? The little thing on the bottom left, the blue bar, is my health meter. I'm a dragon after all, I can withstand a couple shots. So thanks again, Paul. It's Dragon Spirit, the new legend for your NES, a good vertical scrolling shooter with dragons. Recommended if you can find it for a good price. Now's my favorite part of the game, where we bomb space walruses. Take that! The best of classic Game Room is on DVD, Blu-ray, and Laser Hypervision album set.